If you're raising capital and someone asks for your data room, Google Drive is probably the first thing that comes to mind. It's familiar, it gets the job done, and it's a legitimate starting point, but most founders eventually hit its limits. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a Google Drive data room, cover the analytics tool most founders built on top of it, and then show you a purpose-built alternative that delivers more for significantly less. So first things first, getting right into it, you're going to create your main data room folder, open Google Drive, and create a new folder. The name matters more than you think. This is the first thing an investor sees when they click your link. Something like Alpha Hub Series A data room is clean and professional. Two things to get right from the start. First, use a Google Workspace account tied to your company domain, not your personal Gmail. It's a small detail that signals you're running a real operation. Second, avoid vague names like shared docs or investor stuff. First impressions start with the folder they're clicking into. Step 2 is to build your folder structure. Create subfolders to organize documents the way an investor thinks about due diligence. Common categories include financial for P&L, balance sheet, cash flow projections, and cap table, legal for incorporation docs, shareholder agreements, IP assignments, market for the TAM, SAM, and SOM analysis, competitive landscape, and customer research. Tax, you want to add the last 2 to 3 years of returns and tax ID documents. Human resources, you can include your org chart, key employee contracts, and equity agreements. And reputation, you can include press coverage, awards, and third-party endorsements. Organized categories, tell investors that you're serious and ready for due diligence. A flat folder with 30 files tells them the opposite. Before we move on to step 3, I want to ask a quick question. If you're a founder raising capital, what are the biggest challenges you're experiencing? Alpha Hub wants to hear your real experiences so we can tailor our products to address your most pressing needs. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, now step 3, upload and name your files. Upload files into the right subfolders and rename everything with a clear professional convention. For example, we named our most recent pitch deck Alpha Hub Pitch Deck Q1 2026. Always default to PDFs for your data room. They render consistently, they look intentional, and they're harder to accidentally modify. And one specific tip here, use Google's Manage Versions feature when you need to update a document. It replaces the file while keeping the same share link active. As a startup, you're likely going to need to update documents like the pitch deck more than you think as financial projections change or you learn new information about your market. Now, step 4 is to set sharing permissions. Right-click on your main folder, open sharing, and choose access level. You have 2 options here. Restricted, meaning only people whose emails you add can view it, which is best for sensitive documents, and anyone with link, which is simpler to manage, but you have no visibility into who has access to your data room. Either way, always set the role to viewer. You don't want anyone outside your company commenting on or editing your documents. And step 5, simply share the folder link by copying link here. Share the top level folder link directly. Don't attach individual documents to emails. One link, one place. That way you can update your data room without resending files or losing track of who has what version. Now here's where most founders hit a wall with Google Drive. You have no idea what happens after you send that link. You don't know if the investor opened it, which documents they spent time on, whether they got to your financials, or whether the link was clicked at all. In a fundraise, that missing information costs you timing and follow-up precision. That's why a lot of founders add Orangedox to the stack. It's a Chrome extension that layers document tracking and analytics on top of your Google Drive folders so you can see who opened your files, how long they spent on each document, and when they stopped reading. It's a legitimate tool, and it solves a real problem. The base plan for Orangedox starts at $55 per month, but Alpha Hub actually offers more for less. And the value proposition here goes well beyond just patching what Google Drive is missing. Right now, Alpha Hub is offering users generous terms to get started on the platform. But the bigger differentiator isn't the data room features themselves. It's what the data room connects to. With Google Drive, even with Orangedox on top, that link is a dead end. An investor views your documents and then they're gone. You have no channel back to them unless you already had a relationship going in. Alpha Hub is built around a private capital marketplace, which means your data room isn't just a storage link, it's an on-ramp. Issuers on the platform get visibility in front of investors who are actively looking for deals to invest in. Your data room becomes a live asset working for you, not a folder you send into the void and hope someone opens it. For a direct comparison of what Alpha Hub currently offers versus Orangedox, features, pricing, what's included on each tier, I'll drop both links in the description below so you can see which platform actually makes sense for where you are in your raise. If you're in the earliest stages and Google Drive is where you're starting, the steps in this video will get you a functional data room today. When you're ready to move beyond it, or if you want to skip the patchwork setup entirely, you can try out Alpha Hub's free tier through the link below. If this was helpful, subscribe for more on fundraising, private capital markets, and how to build infrastructure that actually serves your raise. We look forward to seeing you on the platform.